What up, players? It's Boss Tay up in this mud. Welcome to a video on the Raid of Triton campaign that myself and Ryan from Red Chair Painting are doing together. I should have made this video a long time ago, just to talk about the campaign limitations, the type of battles we're going to be fighting, just the kind of campaign setting. It's a little bit different than the ones in the big red or the big rule book, I guess. So let's get started. The Raid on Triton is a fan-made Warhammer 40k narrative campaign for 2 to 8 players. Missions will be released as the weeks go on, so this is just the overall look at the campaign. So background, Triton is a small moon tucked away in the galactic east, racked with constant lightning storms, polluted beyond restoration, and home to dozens of man-eating creatures. Its only redeeming quality is that something of extreme value lies at the heart of Triton's small hive city. Well defended for decades, recently a major war has drawn planetary defenders and ships away from the moon. Now is the time to strike! Knowing retaliation will come soon, once your ships are detected, your war host strikes a daring mission deep into enemy territory to recover the artifact. So that's a little bit of the background. In this campaign, you have a defender and an attacker. Myself, if you've watched the last video, has taken the role of the defender. So the stalwart, dour defenders of the Imperium are the Death Corps of Krieg, and they have been granted wardenship of this little moon and protecting it from the Eldar invaders, who are the attackers. Ryan is his forces attacking them. So let's look at the rest of the rules here and the special rules. It's a narrative campaign, so yeah, we decided that... I don't think we've decided on what the attacker is looking for. I think it probably has something to do with spirit stones or ancient Eldar technology that lies at the heart of the Hive City that the Imperium probably doesn't know anything about. But his Farseers have probably discovered its location, and so now they're attacking, and my Death Corps of Krieg, under the leadership of Commissar Bane, is trying to just defend it. Okay, so like I said, lightning storms have special rules. There's also rules of pollution and gas clouds, toxic gas clouds, and all sorts of stuff. So here we go. The Raid on Triton, hopefully the end of the campaign will be at 2,000 points. On Sunday we're playing our second game, and that's going to be 750. And we played the 500-point game there. We're playing the missions as we go along. Each mission increases by approximately 250 points. So we're at 750 now. All right, so there's special equipment that will be used, and here, let's talk about it. So you've got a bodysuit and a gas mask, which makes you immune to toxic clouds, 1 point per model. If you watched the first 500-point battle report, you saw that there is no toxic clouds. Thank goodness. And at this point where we're such at a small points level, 750, I'm planning to go infantry heavy also. So I'm going to have a lot of models on the table, and I don't want to worry about using points that could be used better elsewhere. So I'm going to take my chances with the toxic clouds and not spend any points on getting them. Even though it looks like the Death Corps of Krieg all have bodysuits and gas masks, we're just going to say that if they get attacked or affected by any gas clouds, toxic clouds, that it was their gas filters were not effective enough, and they got in between the scrubbers and everything, and that's how I'm justifying it. Next, battles on Triton take place there. You've got lightning hitting all the time, so we have these things called lightning rods. It's a vehicle with armor 12. 1 hull point on a 2+9. Lightning strikes within 18 inches are redirected to the lightning rod. It's immune to lightning strikes. So basically, we have this rule about lightning storms where they can randomly fall throughout the game and could affect either side. If there are lightning rods, though, nearby, then they will effectively take care of that. So speaking of lightning strikes, let's look at the rule here at the bottom of the page. For each strike, use a small blast template. Strength 8, AP 1. Holy cow! Scatter using 3d6. If a hit is rolled, move it 1d6 in the direction of the black arrow. Units hit must pass a leadership at -1 leadership. Ignores cover saves because you can't dodge lightning. Then we've got toxic clouds. Hostile conditions on Triton have made it difficult, if not impossible, for Imperial colonists to deal with industrial waste properly. Decades of buildup have tainted the water and made the environment even more deadly. So this results in toxic clouds moving around the battlefield. So you could have lightning, you could have toxic clouds, and you can see a little bit of the rule for that. There's also rules for using roads and booty counters. Booty, booty, booty! Large chunks of valuable adamantine or abandoned equipment litter the battlefield. So this is kind of what I showed you in the last video. If you are within 3 inches of it, you can take the counter, and you kind of hold it until the end of the game. At the end of the game, it raises 5 points. The maximum war gear allowance for any unit can be raised by 5 points. And that's really important, and I wish I paid more attention to that in the first game because the restrictions are pretty gnarly. The army also gains 5 additional points for its army list for every token you have. Alright, so battlefield conditions, you roll this at the beginning of the game, and you can see what they have there. There's deadly predators. Let me show you in just a little while the terrors of Triton, what those are. Polluted, which gives you pollution pools and toxic clouds. Swamp, ruins, well-developed or scattered wealth. So when we're setting up for the game, you can see what kind of conditions and weather there are for the weather conditions. So you roll 1d6 for the battlefield conditions, and then 1 for the weather conditions. Kind of tells you if there's lightning rods, lightning storms, toxic clouds, little Tyranid aliens, that kind of stuff. So if you do get terrors of Triton, then you have a bunch of different models that come out and affect the game as well. And these are going to be using Tyranid models. So I have acquired some Tyranid boxes, which I'll be unboxing to use and painting up to use for when we get to them. And these are their stats here at the bottom. And there's special rules. Biomagi speculate that the terrors of Triton are feral, evolved descendants of a Tyranid Vanguard fleet. We recommend converting Hormagons for the Flesh Terrors, Rippers for Death Maggots, and the Carnifex for the Tantubus Rex. I bought a Hive Tyrant, though, because I think the wings look so cool. So I didn't get a Carnifex, but I did pick up a Hive Tyrant. Hopefully Ryan will let us use that. It just looks so amazing and just really cool. And when it's built up with the wings like spread open, those models are just fantastic to look at. So this is how we're doing the battles of Triton, specifically Triton. There is also a set of campaign rules that I will take a look at in the next video. Thanks for watching.